Hillary Clinton demands QAnon rep Marjorie Taylor Greene is put on a terror watch list after her backing for assassinating Democratic leaders is revealed, and she fires back. Hillary Clinton said that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene should be on a watch list after CNN reported she had indicated support for executing Democrat. This woman should be on a watch list. Not in Congress, the 2016 Democratic nominee tweeted Wednesday. Greene responded by tweeting, "Actually at Hillary Clinton, you should be in jail," using the hashtag #LockHerUp. CNN reported that Greene had liked and commented on posts that targeted House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Clinton and former President Barack Obama. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy's spokesman said he plans to have a conversation with Greene after the posts were revealed. McCarthy has the ability to strip committee assignments from members who step out of line, like he did when ex-Rep. Steve King made racist statements. Hillary Clinton said that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene should be on a watch list after CNN reported that the Georgia Republican had indicated support for executing Democrats in Facebook post. "This woman should be on a watch list. Not in Congress," Clinton tweeted Wednesday. Greene then clapped back, "Actually at Hillary Clinton, you should be in jail. #LockHerUp." On Tuesday, CNN reported that Greene, who's pushed the QAnon conspiracy theory, had indicated support for executing Democratic politicians in 2018 and 2019, before she ran for her congressional. In one instance, Greene had liked a post that said a bullet to the head would be quicker to remove House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. In an April 2018 post of Greene's on the Iran nuclear deal, Greene responded to a commenter who asked her, "Now do we get to hang them? Meaning H&O?" The individual asked, referring to former President Barack Obama and ex-Secretary of State. Stage is being set. Players are being put in place. We must be patient. This must be done perfectly or liberal judges would let them off, Greene replied. Greene's explanation of the controversial posts was that she hasn't always been in charge of her Facebook page. "Over the years, I've had teams of people manage my pages. Many posts have been liked. Many posts have been shared. Some did not represent my views. Especially the ones that CNN is about to spread across the internet," Greene wrote on Facebook in anticipation of the story. "They are taking old Facebook posts from random users to try to cancel me and silence my voice," Greene wrote. In a tweet, Greene, parroting Trump, called the CNN reporters who exposed her posts the enemy of the American people. In the past, Greene, who has tried to distance herself from QAnon conspiracy theorists, has made online comments that suggest she believes in one of the most disturbing QAnon narratives, referred to as. Vice News reported Wednesday that Greene had commented that she was familiar with a conspiracy theory involving Anthony Weiner's laptop that was seized by the FBI in 2016 after Daycom reported that he was sexting with a minor. QAnon believers think the laptop contained a folder that said life insurance with a video entitled Frazzled. Theorists believe the video, which doesn't exist, shows Clinton and her aide Huma Abedin, the ex-wife of Weiner, raping and bleeding out a young girl as part of a satanic ritual. Frazzled parallels the earlier Pizzagate conspiracy theory, which involved Clinton and other Democrats running a child sex trafficking ring out of a D.C. pizza parlor's basement, but is more gruesome. Frazzled theorists also believe Clinton had New York Police Department officers who had seen the video murdered, using the explanation of suicide to cover up their deaths. On Tuesday, a reporter for the left-leaning Media Matters for America found posts from 2018 that showed Greene commenting that she was familiar with this particular QAnon conspiracy. Greene had written "Yes familiar" under a post from a commenter who said, "This is the mother of an NYPD officer who watched a horrific video seized on Anthony Weiner's laptop of Huma and Hillary filleting a child's face." This was another Hillary hint. "I post things sometimes to see who knows things. Most the time people don't. I'm glad to see your comment. I've decided it's time to start doing a lot more videos and engage further in the fight. Most people honestly don't know so much. The mainstream media disinformation warfare has won for too long. Greene wrote in an additional comment. After CNN's initial report came out, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said he would speak to Greene. These comments are deeply disturbing and Leader McCarthy plans to have a conversation with a congressman about them, Mark Bednar, a spokesman for McCarthy, told Oxy. McCarthy does have the ability to punish Greene should he decide her comments were serious enough to do so. In 2019, McCarthy stripped former Representative Steve King of his committee assignments for sharing white supremacist views. King predicted in an interview with the Dispatch last year that McCarthy would use the threat of similar punishments to keep lawmakers like Greene in line. He'll hang the sin that he committed against me out in front of her like the sword of Damocles, King said then. Gun control activist David Hogg recommended that punishment. Take her committee assignments away, he tweeted Thursday. Hogg, who survived the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting, also retweeted a video that had been going viral of Greene running after him on Capitol Hill asking him why he supported red flag laws that attack our second. During the 2-minute-long video, Greene charges Hogg with using kids as a barrier and taking money from George Soros. If school zones were protected with security guards with guns, there would be no mass shootings, did you know that? She tells Hogg. Greene had previously labeled the Parkland shooting a false flag operation. At Wednesday's White House press briefing, Press Secretary Jen Psaki chose not to wade into the controversy. We don't, she answered when asked for reaction. And am not going to speak further about her, I think, in this briefing room, Psaki added. A handful of House Democrats have spoken out and said Greene should resign. Words have consequences. Rep. MTG should resign. If she doesn't, Congress needs to expel her. If you don't understand that calling for the murder of political rivals is a threat to democracy, you shouldn't be allowed to represent one, tweeted Rep. Jay Cocking-Class, a Democratic member in the same freshman class as Greene.